You got this? Hey. Oh, hi, Mark. What's up, Freccero fam? We are officially in Tulum right now. It's about to be a crazy 5 days. There's a bunch of events going on, lots of happening. Gotta get our luggage, head to the Airbnb, and then it all begins. That's the one I was gonna send to my parents. Yeah. I'm just double vlogging right now. Crazy Airbnb. This setup is wild. It's like a bunch of bedrooms and everything. So we have, I think about like 10 to 14 people. Can't remember the exact amount that are staying here. So we have like multiple floors, cool little balcony out here as well. Any more to the camera?
Hell yeah, brother.
Nailed it. Got a cool little like pool here. All these like little like small amenities. Pretty awesome. And then check this out too. So we sent a fun workout earlier, and now it's officially nighttime here in Tulum. Send some nice food, so let's do it. Pretty solid night last night. Went to like some great restaurants, went to like a couple cool bars, just kind of like walked around the center of town. I mean, look at this view again. She's doing some vlogging as well. She's getting into it. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. And then listening to the Mix Max set with Drezzo and Dylan Francis right now. But it's gonna be a great day going to the beach. Gonna be chilling now. And then tonight is an event with John Summit, but I think the acts start at like 10 a.m. and actually 10 p.m. And then John Summit, who's the headliner, goes on at 5 a.m. So it's gonna be a long night straight into then Afterlife, which we're doing tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot, but so far Tulum has been beautiful. I mean, this Airbnb is unreal, so it's gonna be good. Any words for the camera? Any words for the camera? Tulum was amazing. I know the footage was a bit all over the place. As you can imagine, when it comes to traveling, and especially doing these traveling vlogs, it can be a bit tricky, like going out and doing stuff while also getting footage. Try to enjoy the moment. And I was also with a bunch of friends. So it is that kind of delicate balance of getting what I need in terms of the videos without overwhelming everybody, constantly taking out my phone and filming and all that kind of stuff. That was my first time ever being in Tulum, and that was a whirlwind. First off, in terms of getting to the airport, flew in, and it was about, I'd say maybe 45 minutes to an hour until we got to our Airbnb. And the Airbnb was insane, as you saw from the footage. I mean, we had about, I think it was 12-ish people. I couldn't remember the exact amount, to be honest, but it was about 12-ish people. So we had a good amount, but I think it equaled out probably between like $250 and $300, something like that, per person for about 5 days. That is insanely cheap. I mean, you could easily spend, what, $250 for a night in a hotel, not even as close to as nice as that Airbnb. And I gotta say, it was a really kind of event-filled 5 days, because kicking it off, doing that workout in the beginning, I only got one shot of it, as you saw, but I did a workout, figured, start off my Tulum trip with a healthy workout. And then went out, got food, did some shopping, you kind of walked around kind of the main area. In addition, did a couple of the EDM events, specifically the Zamna events. I got to say Afterlife, which I've heard about before, saw some footage here and there. That stage setup was probably the best stage setup I've ever seen of any festival, any event, ever. It was mind-blowing. I really wish I got more footage at Afterlife, which was the second EDM event I went to, but it was very chaotic, as you can imagine, as it typically happens when it comes to those events where you're trying to meet up with friends, cell phone reception is not working, people were running around. I want to make sure everyone was okay. So getting footage in those kind of situations can be a little tricky, I gotta be honest, but man, Tulum was a wild time. Things as well, I will say, were pretty cheap. Pretty cheap and pretty inexpensive while being there. Although I will say, hate to say it, but I like to be very honest and transparent in my videos. I travel a lot. I don't think I've ever had more people try to scam me. That's one thing I have to say. I know I'm a bit unfortunate, but I remember I got a lot of people warning me about that. Like, oh, just be prepared. People are going to really try to scam you. I even have locals in Tulum tell me about that. I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And I cannot tell you how ruthless people would be to try to extort and get more money out of you. That's one thing that's kind of unfortunate. That's the only kind of negative thing I have to say about this trip and about everything I experienced. But besides that, super beautiful area. Most people were super nice and outgoing and friendly. The EDM events were amazing. The food was amazing. Gotta say, overall, Tulum was phenomenal.